Testing now on Airport Road. You can see that the VTEC solenoid is on because I'm on like more than 3,000 RPM now. Slowing down. Yeah, it's off now. Yeah. Slowing down now. Yeah, I'm going. Now it's on off. And my RPM is on 1. So let's see how it goes again. Okay. I've turned already. Okay, here we go. Okay, my RPM now is on 2,000. And take a look at the VTEC solenoid is on now. Oh, you may not be able to see this because of I'm driving. Okay. I'm going down, so it's off. Accelerate. On. Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Joseph. I recently rebuilt or overhauled the engine of this Honda Accord 2004-5, commonly known as EOD. After the overhaul, the customer drove the car to Abuja for some assignments like that. But on his way, he called and said he noticed that immediately he gets to about 3,000 rather to 4,000 RPM, the engine jacks somehow. It won't move more than that RPM. But each time he takes his leg off the accelerator pedal, it works. But beyond 300 to 400, you'll get some kind of lagging. It won't just go. So I asked him to bring the car down to the shop. He brought it down today, Thursday, from Abuja. On scanning the car, the codes I got were all related to rocker arm, actuator, low circuit, oxygen sensors and all that. For this car, the oxygen sensor has had issues already. That won't cause the problem the man is having on the car. So I've scanned it. I've checked all the VTEC solenoid behind the passenger side of the top cylinder. You have the VTEC switch there, and if you check by the side of the engine seat at the passenger side also, you have a long actuator there, the solenoid there. There is one there too. Then those sensors or switches have filter strainers in them that easily get clogged if you have dirty oil in it. So what I did was to remove them, check them for clogs first. Initially I had to check the level of the engine oil. It was gauged. That test checked okay. Second step was to loosen up the solenoid and switch and check the strainers for blockages. Surprisingly, when I removed it, I saw that the strainers were all clogged with dirt and debris and things like that. Remember, I overhauled this engine like some 2-3 weeks ago. Two weeks, let me say, ago. And after the overhaul, we had to use mobile oil for the first sitting down of the pistons or bedding of the pistons for the rings and metal main bearing and all that stuff to settle and sit properly in the engine. So that's what we did, and after he came back, we discovered that the oil was still clean on the dipstick, but when we drained it, it was black and had some carbon in it. So those carbon particles we saw were part of the ones that were in the oil galleries that we couldn't access. So that's why it's important when you rebuild engines, you drain the oil immediately, let's say maybe 1 month or some weeks before returning back to your normal oil that you normally use on your car or in your engine. So I've done all that. I've fixed it back, cleaned the strainers and all that with carb cleaner and everything, changed the oil filter, got mobile oil in it. Now here's my scan tool. Initially I'm reading the what do I call this? Yeah, the data stream now on this scan. You can see that my duty cycle, I'm idling right now. You can see on the traffic, I'm idling right now. The VTC solenoid duty is 0, the value is 0 right now because I'm idling. The VTC status is off. VTEC pressure switch is on. VTEC solenoid off also. But if I'm moving like this now, I'm moving now, you can see it's going. It stopped now, it has stopped now. The VTEC solenoid duty got to like 43% or so. VTEC is on. So it tells you that it's working. But previously when I got the car, the VTEC solenoid was not working. Everything was just stagnant. It was open. Normally it's supposed to be closed. It's supposed to be closed. As you move, it opens. But in this case, it was just open. You see? So that's the whole thing for the car. I'm going to test the car now and see how it works or it performs during the test. Thank you.